as they get seated. As soon as they're seated. That wasn't. Was it? Was that Naomi? Yes. Welcome everyone to the 2022 Practical Nursing Pinning. I apologize for starting just a little bit late, but I wanted to be sure all the graduates had arrived, and likewise all of their family had had an opportunity to get seated. So thank you. I hope everyone got a program. Okay, good. All right. Welcome, graduates. Did you think you'd make it? Wow. You can smile now. Most of it's behind you. Downhill. All right. Achieving the distinction of graduating with a certificate in practical nursing is a major accomplishment. For some, that's a culmination of their formal education. For others, they will bridge into another program and go on to seek their RN or further degrees. We applaud all of that. But for today, we are so pleased to welcome this group of fine graduates to the ranks of nurses, to our profession. And we want this to be a very special celebration for them. They've worked very hard. They have been through COVID. They have been through schedule changes from the time they leave one afternoon to the time they're supposed to show up for clinical the next morning. And it's been very frustrating for them. Classes have been both in person, online, back in person, flex time. So they've had it all. And they've coped. They've adapted. They've done very well, and we're very proud of them. I'm Dr. Jill Bass, the program head. Dr. Melanie Moore, Ms. Melinda Wooldridge, and Ms. Lauren Camilla are all faculty that have been there for every heartache, for every strain that these students have gone through, and celebrated with them and continue to celebrate with them. Their next, and you all have been there with them, and that's so important for you to know that we recognize what you've put up with, okay? It's been hard on them, but it's also been hard on families not to have the time, not to have them devoted to the things that normally they would be devoted to in the family. So thank you very much for your support. And please continue that. They still have this little thing called NCLEX PN that they have to pass, hopefully on the first try, and before they will become LPNs. All right. The modern pinning ceremony, pinning has been around for a long time, since the Crusades. Monks were pinned, then we went a little bit further, and by the time Florence Nightingale came along, it was only the elite, the special people that received a nursing pin. By about 1916, that changed to every nursing graduate received a pin and was recognized as joining the sisterhood or brotherhood of the profession of nursing. Okay? So we're very glad to add all of these fine future nurses. The ceremony often includes a candle or a lamp lighting as a symbol of Florence Nightingale. If you don't know the story of Florence, I'm sure any of your graduates can tell you, but she did her work primarily in the Crimean War, and she did a lot of shift work, as we would call it. She was there around the clock and frequently carrying a lantern or a lamp to light the way, and so she could see what she was doing. So that's part of the ceremony. All right. At this point, we would like to have our faculty speaker, Ms. Melinda Wooldridge, come and share a few of the little things from their program, from their training, and from their experiences. So.
Hello. So, Miss Lee sent me an email with some goodies. And, you know, I have probably a thing or two I'll throw in there. But congratulations to you all. You've done a wonderful job. You've overcome some pretty rough times. It's not been easy, but you made it. Endeavor to persevere. All right. So, Miss Paige Stevens, she's got you first. Paige, in a fit of sibling rivalry, raced to beat her sister to the front car seat so she could sit with her mom. Sensing her twin might be gaining on her, Paige slammed the car door on her sister's hand. And yes, the thumb was broken. Paige is sweet and gentle, with patience, rest assured. This is Paige in the classroom. Miss Wooldridge, if that happens in the womb, can, like, both me and my twin sister get it? I have no idea. Too bad I'm not a geneticist. Philip. What can I say? Let's just move on to the next person. No. If you want to know anything about Bitcoin, your taxes, real estate, or fortune tellers are fake, Philip is your guy. He is gentle and kind with his patients, with a cheerful demeanor, and can gently persuade a patient in desperate need of a shower to actually take one. And those are the patients that staff had given up on. Oh, Philip. I've been in the classroom with Philip. I've been on the floor clinicals with Philip. What can I say? Philip is Philip. Yes, Miss Wooldridge? And the whole time I could read his mind like, what? I am a psych nurse by trade, so I read body language pretty well. Oh, Niama. Possessing a sharp mind for scientific method even as a child. Niama was curious about her sister's EpiPen. Even though her sister was in no distress, she decided to jab away. Anyway. Fortunately, no serious harm occurred, except financially. Have you seen the price of those things? Niama diligent in patient care, however, and now acts out of knowledge rather than curiosity. Thank goodness. Niama, the first time I met her was fall of 2020. She wasn't on my roster. But she showed up to clinical anyway. And she did a great job. Me being a new instructor, I just let her hang out. Soon I found out that shouldn't have happened, but she was right with me. It was all good. She is a sweet girl. Jessica. Though getting up each day with the chickens to pack lunches for her husband and son, send them off to work, she is consistently on time and ready to work. A long drive down Catawba in the fog does not deter her. However, getting home seems to be a challenge. Her directional senses and more than one instructor has had to point the way home. I've had Jessica in the classroom, I've had her on clinical, and she is a wonderful, caring person. And she is very attentive to her patients' needs. And she will come and report anyone that she thinks is not doing their job right. Kelsey, AKA Fish Hook Paget. While a fine, efficient clinical student, Kelsey is also an avid fisherwoman. Never is her aim off with a patient. Somehow, a wayward hook caught her in the eye. The photos are a new cringeworthy experience, as was the trip to the ER. The incident has not kept Kelsey from keeping her eye on the ball and becoming a great nurse. I've had Kelsey in the classroom and Kelsey in clinical. Kelsey come into clinical. I've been up for 56 hours. But I'm ready. Brianna one day announces that she hates the heart, as she is struggling with the cardiovascular system. A couple of her classmates point out the importance of the heart in the scheme of things, and Brianna has an epiphany. She draws her own beautiful anatomy diagram of the heart. We were all jealous and admired the hard-working little girl. No longer hates the heart. Worried she did not complete a homework assignment, she put it in Miss Lee's mailbox. I've had Brianna in the classroom and in clinical, and Brianna beats me to the door. I'll get there 6:30, 6:20, there she's sitting. I'm like, did she camp there overnight? Sheila. Miss Sheila. A patient one day asked Sheila to speak louder as she was hard of hearing. No easy task when you're talking with an N95 on your face. The coworker explained to the sweet lady that Sheila was actually from Bristol, Tennessee. And where are you from, Sheila? Kenya. And the nurse told the patient that explains her lovely accent. The patient had a huge laugh, and so did everyone. One thing patients do always understand about Sheila is her kind, professional, and loving touch. I've had Sheila in the classroom and in clinical. Sheila is always attentive. She asks questions when she shows up a little bit late on Zoom that I've already covered. But I answered them. Sheila also works psych. So when we had our rotation in psych, she was not a bit surprised at all the activities that happened there. Haley Wood. Is Haley coming? Has anybody talked to Haley? Haley is our resident healthy nutrition expert. Good-natured, she just smiles and says nothing as she brings her beautifully arranged and lovely balanced meals for lunch. A sharp contrast of Fruit Loops, Doritos, and the ever-present large Starbucks costing thousands of dollars. Miss Lee says, I just could not resist that Starbucks comment. And she says that Haley must get all Dr. Moore's nutrition questions correct. Whitney. In her former life, this sweet girl was a fashion model but was fired for refusing to smoke. One day, a male patient was resolute that he would not have a COVID test or TB skin test done, and announced this repeatedly, loudly, and profanely. The frustrated charge nurse asked if a student willing to try. While I cautioned the nurse that we can never force a patient to take medication, Whitney volunteered anyway. The staff watched her with their jaw dropped as she sweetly talked to the man, and he quietly took the TB test and the COVID test. We're so glad she was fired from modeling. I've had Whitney both in clinical and in the classroom, and Whitney is a very sweet, warm, loving girl. She is a very hard worker, and congratulations to you all. I have really enjoyed you guys. I know that we've had a lot of laughs, some cries, but for the most part, it has been very enjoyable, except for the COVID thing. Yeah. All right. Congratulations, you guys.
Next on the program is the presentation of pins. And for this, each student has selected someone that they wish to have pin them, and that person will meet them over on the right-hand side of the stage. Sorry, I had to get your right and my right correct. And come up and be presented the pin by one of the faculty members, pin it on the left side, and then you will proceed down these stairs, back to your seat, and hopefully you all back to your seats. Okay? So, let us start with our list. Up first, Jessica Bradford. Jessica is being pinned by her husband, Jesse, and her son, Jacob. If you would join her, please. I have each student write a little statement that they would like read. So Jessica says, I would like to thank all of my friends, family, professors, and colleagues who supported me during this journey. It has been a tough and trying road, but I couldn't have done it without all of the encouraging words. I wish all of my colleagues the very best in the future, and I know all of you will be the best nurse. Next, we have Whitney Davis. Whitney is being pinned by her boyfriend, Jacob St. John. Whitney says, I am so thankful to have met so many friends throughout nursing school. I definitely couldn't have done it alone without all of my classmates. I want to thank my family and friends for the continuous support during my nursing school journey, along with my nursing professors and clinical instructors. I want to also give a personal thank you to my boyfriend who has done nothing but support and push me to become the best version of myself and to be successful in this career. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Sheila Madachi. Sheila is being pinned by Martha Norman, who I believe was a former manager. Okay. Sheila says, I want to thank the faculty, my family, and my children for giving me support and encouragement. I also praise God for seeing me through difficult times. Thank you all for coming to this special day. Brianna Merritt is being pinned by her mother and stepfather, Ashley and Timothy. Brianna says, I first off would like to thank my family and classmates for guiding me through this program. I would also like to thank the amazing clinical instructors and professors for teaching me the things to become a successful nurse. I really couldn't have done it without the support of my mom, who is a big role model for me, helping me out with anything I needed. I could not have done it without all the love and support. Thank you. Kelsey Paget is being pinned by her grandmother, Linda. She says, I couldn't think of a more rewarding profession to go into. My lifelong dream has come true, and I couldn't have made this possible without the support of the Virginia Western staff and my loving family. Philip Paige. Philip's being pinned by his mother and dad. Philip says, thank you to my parents and family. Also, a thank you to my class of students and the faculty. That's all right. Paige Stevens. Paige is being pinned by her boyfriend, Nick Wilson. Paige says, I couldn't have done this without the support of all of my family, Mom, Dad, Grandma, and my 3 sisters. Also, thank you, Ms. Lee, Ms. Wooldridge, and Dr. Moore. We did it. Thank you, Nick. Haley Wood. Haley is being pinned by her stepdad, Joe Wynn. Haley says, I want to thank my family for always supporting me. I also want to thank the amazing clinical instructors for making me feel like I always had someone rooting for me. I plan to continue this journey and become a registered nurse in 2023. Developmentally disabled nursing and psychiatric nursing interest me the most. Congratulations. Naomi Yarma is being pinned by her little sister, Maduwabe. How'd I do? Close? Though I have graduated, it is the love and belief of my family that has helped me sail through all the challenges. Thank you to my loved ones. Most importantly, my parents, thank you for instilling the passion for knowledge in me. I wouldn't be here without your continued prayer, and to my fellow classmates, we made it. Did I pronounce that anywhere close to right? Close to right. Thank you. Thank you. So, this is our graduating class. We will now have the Nightingale Pledge led by Dr. Moore. At the conclusion, the students will recess out. Please stay in your seats or allow them to go all the way out before joining them and celebrating with them. Graduates, please check your pins and be sure the back got caught so that it actually stays on. Thank you very much.
The Nightingale Pledge is something that's recited with most all graduating classes, and it's just a symbolic of what nursing stands for. You ready, guys? Got to get on this, you know how that is. Okay, you ready, guys? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the high standards and practice of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in the practice of my calling. I will assist the physician in his work and will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my family, and my community. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and to use them wisely. I will zealously seek to nurse those who are ill wherever they may be and whenever they are in need. I will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of mankind. Congratulations, graduates. This has been a long journey, and I'm so happy to see each and every one of you.
Yeah. Hold your lights high. We're not quite that high. We welcome all our graduates. We're very proud of them and thank all of you all for the support and love you have shown them throughout. Thank you. Go celebrate with your graduates. I hope they leave their lights. Would you go out and be sure they leave their lights?
Oh, we can't keep some?
No.